That's the new wallpaper. I'm sleeping on all these parcels. So if you guys seen from the last video, okay, we had a bunch of parcels and stuff like that, so that's good. Now obviously with everything being delayed and I haven't been home for the past couple of days, okay, one of my family members had to go to the hospital and I was there for 24 hours. I didn't even get a wink of sleep. And when I came back home, my mind was all over the place. Like, I couldn't even speak properly. Like, even when I was recording, the time where I packed all them parcels, all them books that you guys seen, like over them like 36 orders or something like that, I was tired, but I just had to push through it. I've low-key been procrastinating a bit today, but now it's time to lock in. All right, I've been watching some YouTubers that have been kind of keeping me grounded and locked in, and every time I watch these guys, like, I just snap into work. One of these people, Ataro Creates, I'll show you guys right now. Like, bro, his content is elite, bro. So if you haven't already been watching him and you guys are interested in online business, I would actually really like to work with him one day, because he does TikTok shop and I'm a brand. I have a brand, so hey, if I ever end up working with him, that'll be freaking fire. And just some more creators in the space that I'm seeing are kind of working, and like I'm very interested in collaborating and kind of working with people. Today is absolutely windy, bro. Like, bro, it is windy as hell outside. Like, listen to that. I'm gonna close that window. So, but yeah, so today, this morning, I actually went live on TikTok, giving some people advice and just talking about, my book, Don't Leave It Till Later. Specifically, tonight, I'm gonna go live again where I'm talking about power and saying no. I'm gonna set down the camera. I pray I remember. Yo, God, please remind me. I pray I remember to set down the camera whilst I'm actually going on live, because it will be really nice to see you guys, you know, talk about it. I'm actually gonna write it down on my whiteboard, you know what I'm saying? And I've also kind of been changing up the TikTok strategy. Recently, videos have been going crazy. But at the same time, TikTok Shop has been on my ass. Like, bro, there's a time where I posted a video and they were complaining that I was promoting the book on another platform. I was redirecting traffic. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about, brother? But yeah, so right now, obviously, we're going to lock in, get some work done. I have been procrastinating, like I said. But right now, it's in a phase of scaling. So once everything is fixed and I can get my freaking life back from the routine, you know, it'll be a lot easier to dive into work, because I'm not gonna lie, like, my sleeping pattern is cooked, my working schedule is also cooked, but everything is gonna be fine because I'm locking in and sorting it out right now. And also, tomorrow is looking like a very busy day. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital again with my mom to check up on my family. And my brother also has another shoot. So if you guys seen from the other vlog, I was there helping them with the shoot, but he has another one. I don't think I can go to that, and I'm behind on so much work that to the point where I kind of just need to lock in right now and really focus on this scaling and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of the main thing. And in other news, bro, everything has really been going well. I'm really grateful for the journey, and things have been going well. So I've kind of been doing well, and like, that's literally it. So right now, anyways, we're literally just gonna lock into work like I usually do. I'm gonna set up the camera. Now, obviously as well, I've been looking at small cars. I've been looking at cars to get, because the other day when I had to post all them parcels, I had 2 bags full. And I was saying to myself that, bro, this can't go on, because it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna be 5 bags. How am I gonna carry that to the post office or wherever I need to drop them off? So you guys let me know in the comments what car I should get, a starter car. Obviously, I'm gonna get the AMG GT soon, but I don't really care. I really don't care. I just want a starter car, something that's reliable and it's actually gonna be helpful for now. People have been saying BMW is fire, but the only problem I have with BMW is that, bro, if I spend money and get a BMW 1 Series, and then in the next week I need to spend another 300 to fix the freaking suspension or the discombobulator, I'm gonna genuinely lose my mind. We're gonna get to work now, and I'm literally just gonna lock in. Like, I've not been locked in this whole day. It is around 7 p.m. and me personally, I tend to lock in a lot better at the night, so this is kind of my time to shine. Another thing as well, whilst I'm doing some work, I was also mentioning this. If you are a person who's like, you know, 16, 17, 18, or even if you're 20, even if you're older, and you kind of just want to work on online businesses, you kind of want to get experience. Low-key, I've been looking for a team to help me manage certain areas. So, bro, if you're just someone who wants to lock in and you're actually serious, and then yeah, and any person as well who does scaling and that actually wants to work with me and actually help me take this shit to the next level, then feel free, because right now I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? I know that with certain people I can do even better. So if you're a person who's kind of like, yo, I'm locked in, like, I'm talking like you're serious, like, not 2 days after we start working together, I call your phone, I'm like, yo, bro, it's time for us to work. And you're like, yeah, bro, I'll see you in 30 minutes. Like, bro, no. I need someone who's, you know, ready to lock in and really give this all, because the amount of money you can make in this whole thing is actually insane. So I see a lot of people talking about how you can have a positive thinking mindset, or how you can keep a positive mind. And the people I've seen who are the happiest, the people I've seen who have the most peace of mind, the people I've seen who are most relaxed, second to breathe, okay? So I kind of know how rejection looks like and how people set boundaries. However, first thing I do, I look at them and laugh. Always happy 24/7. But I used to do a door-to-door job. I was working there. They would slam the door in my face before I even got the second to breathe. Obviously, so if you're wondering why I'm on the floor, I literally just did a couple of videos. Well, actually just one video. I haven't done exercise in a while, so since I've like kind of been at the hospital. So I'm gonna finish this video real quick and do some exercise for my health, and then we're gonna go right back in and do some So literally just showered. I mean, not showered, I literally washed my face and we just finished doing some exercise. Got one video done, but there's so many more that needs to be done, so we're actually gonna get started on that ASAP. Bro, whilst I was even trying to set up the camera in different places for recording and for time lapses, my freaking stand-up tripod broke. It literally snapped, so that's kind of a pain. I have another tripod that I use for a ring light. I guess I'll use that, but it's like kind of like, dang, I was, you know, kind of low-key. That tripod isn't even that bad, to be fair. I could actually use it, but anyways, we're literally just gonna go into work, lock in. I'm gonna make a ton of videos and literally just have them ready and scheduled because it is about time I got them finished. So throw up objections. People aren't good at giving excuses, just of shutting it down and haven't done so yet. It's almost like a battle of seen as a bad thing, as though you are trying to avoid a situation or circumstance. Of what would I do if I was the most richest self right now? Now, if you're someone who wants to have a strong mindset, okay, you need to understand how people even get to that point, okay? And the reason Now, if you're someone who wants to have a strong mindset, you have to understand and actually observe the people who do. And what's the thing that they have that you don't have? People who have strong mindsets, you can look at them, David Goggins, you can look at all of these influencers, everyone who's gym. I don't really know, I can't really name all of them, but, and you have to think about it, not just everyone, but with everything. If you're agreeing to eating that snack that you know you shouldn't be eating because you're on a diet plan, if you're not able to disagree and be like, no, never mind, that's not me, that's not what I do. So, when you ask people, how do I have a strong mindset? Well, what do you consume? But for example, people in the positions of power or people who are offering you an opportunity, they pedestalize your opportunity and make it feel like it's a privilege. In order to have this strong mindset, learn how to say no more. Learn how to reject things more. And so I literally just recorded a bunch of videos. I just locked the fuck in just then. I was literally in flow state. So now I'm gonna go ahead and sit on the couch and I'm gonna start reading because I haven't read in a couple of days. I'm reading Parallel Universes. So I absolutely love that book. Then after that, I'm probably gonna get something to eat because I've just been hella busy, and yeah, I'm so in love with being back. I feel like now I'm finally back into the grind. Later on tonight, I'm gonna be going live around 10 to like an hour, so I'm literally gonna use this time to relax and recuperate, and kind of just get my head in the right mental space and headspace so I can actually give this work the best I got. I'm gonna charge my camera battery in the meantime too. I worked in retail myself. Shout out to all the people working in retail. Do you know how long it is that you're already having a long day? Like customers are already shouting in your ear and your manager is asking you to do some extra shit that you don't want to do. Do you know how long that is? So being able to say no isn't just about like, yo, back up. It's just setting that boundary, man. Like I've seen people who never need to, like, have you guys ever encountered them type of people? Hold on, let me set this up real quick, hold on. Being calm is very, very effective, bro. Being calm will save you a lot of time. That's all I'll say. Like if you crash out, but the aftermath is always the shit part. It's always like, it's gonna be like an hour and then it just goes after 5 minutes. Like it saves so much time. For me, it's either 0 or 100. Either I leave it or crash out. Some people are different. Some people are like 50. Some people are like, I'm about to crash out, but let me just stay calm. Helpful for yourself too. No, but lizard response brain is not always your best. Yeah, like bro, think about how many times people say yes, yes, yes. Like think about how many times you don't even know what you said yes to. Like someone will walk up to you and be like, yes. We're gonna have two different people. I don't know if you guys can see this. We're gonna have two different people. Alright. The black is gonna be nice, the red is gonna be good. Isaac, how did you get the sustained scar on your forehead? It's a story. Like when I was a kid, I was like, bro, I was very, very hyper, bro. Okay, one thing led to another. I jumped into a door handle. Well, technically, because basically I had a bunk bed, right? Don't bomb somewhere else. When are you coming back? Well, I'm gonna be posting videos, so with these lives, I'm not doing them all the time, but I'll see how they do. I'll see if people enjoy them. Like, this is the second live stream I've ever done on this page ever in my life. It was a bit like, it was calm. There was like a couple people in there, and I was just talking to people, giving them advice. And this one is a lot different. You know what I'm saying? I've had interesting people. All right, and we might get some people in. Like, I might do some guests, and hopefully these people are actually serious. Oh, as you guys can see, we literally finished up the live, brother. That was the most, like, that live was good. I think the max people we had was around like 150 or something in there. TikTok live, and that was like the second live stream I ever done, which is fire. But it just goes to show that some people need saving. Some people need help. The type of stuff that people were typing in the live. At the start, there was like a bunch of trolls there, and they were just being like, yo, sharp. I got rid of them. We got some good people. There was like 100 people in there, like over 100. They were all watching and stuff. So that's really, really good exposure. Like, another thing as well, even for scaling in business, it's very, very important that people see your product a lot of times, okay? Like, a whole point of that live wasn't even to sell it. It was just to sell the idea of it. So the more times people see it, the more times you get on the feed. I exposed the book to over 100 new people. So if you post a video and you get like 600 views, and then you put your book and you link it, or you link your product, or you link like TikTok Shop or something, but you can make 5 sales from a video with 600 views. Like, the conversion rate is so beautiful. Like, that's why anytime, like, if I get a video and it has like 500 views, I don't care, and I'm not worried. Like, and I've not really had a video that's had 500 views in a very long time. All my videos are doing great, but bro, it's a thing where I don't even worry, because the conversion rate is amazing. And even in that live, there's still people that's gonna look into that. There's people that followed. I think I got like 20 more followers from that live. Obviously, some of them were trolls, but when they actually go into the videos, they see the content. When they see the videos, like, oh, this guy actually makes content about this, they'll start to like, I'll start to attract more and more of the right audience. But that's the whole point. I think experimenting, going live and stuff like that, definitely very, very important when you want to expand your reach. So this was a very, very successful live, did very, very well. I actually got a message as well from one of the persons who received the book. They said, hi, I received your books and just wanted to say thank you for the lovely note you sent, very beautiful. All right, so good morning everyone. Well, this is another day. So essentially I'm gonna hop into Discord, call my friend, because I'm gonna start building this Discord server for people who want to join and stuff like that. And I'm just kind of getting some back-end work done. I'm gonna ask him too. He's really a great guy, and he's a very, very hard worker. I don't know if he'll be working on the stuff I'm working on, but I think I just need kind of the Discord server. I need some things done on the back end too, so when all this is done, it'll make sense. But anyways, we're gonna hop in this call real quick, and this is yeah, hold on.
Hello.
How you doing, brother? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. What's up?
I am good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so essentially, it's kind of just for the future, but I want to build it now because I won't have time later. That's why I don't really know the best things to put. The last time I made the Tribe Discord was like 2022.
My work is really like versatile. I can work whenever, so I can just do an option.
Yeah, and then another one where let me just hold on. Favorite ones, drag.
Yeah. Okay.
Channels, and let me see what else. I think.
Yeah, bro. I'll be opening TikTok every once in a while and just see your fat ass.
Okay, buddy. All right. Yeah, my mom's self right now. Don't ask me why his is all over the place, bro. I'm gonna just do 1970. There you go. I'm log in. What's this? Another order? When do you ever stop? Another order. Ay. Big bass box. And like I said last time, we ran out of boxes to give the little thank you messages in. So the way I'm thinking of doing it now is I need to write more notes. So this is actually gonna take a lot longer than I thought. But I'm gonna write all the notes and I'm gonna put them in the book. So when they open the book, it'll fall out. Now as to where I'm gonna put it, I said the front page, but like, they might not open the front page. So, but I'm leaving the front page because, you know, I never get tired of this. Hold on. And look at this. I love seeing a full box. But yeah, anyways, today or tomorrow will be the day where we order. We're gonna restock on TikTok Shop. One thing I hate about TikTok Shop though is that when you're out of stock, your products disappear from your showcase. So it just looks like I scam people and I'm running away, which is very, very annoying. But hopefully they fix that. But yeah, I'm gonna restock. The restock is coming soon. I'm ordering a bulk. Shout out to my brother, he's gonna help me out. And I need to always do a quality check on the books because last time they gave the books, some of them were like, not some of them, like one of them were cooked. So I need to do a quick quality check, make sure this is good. You know what I'm saying? I don't want these customers to get the bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? They ordered. Like, look at this, the power is saying no. Yeah, they properly padded this, alright. Made us rich. I'm surprised I'm taking that far. So many things on my desk, boy. So when they open it, or million bucks just to make sure.
Push up, lay to the other side. Push up in your chest. Push up. This is 15 seconds remaining. Hold it, hold it.
Alright, so what's good? Now, right now, I just finished eating. And as we speak, I'm actually going over some auditions. And what I mean by that is, so right now, I'm listening to a bunch of people who audition to read from my book. So, like I said, the first one, The Power of Saying No, I've gotten some people who are doing some auditions. So I have over 50 right now. And there's a bunch of people, so I'm literally listening to one. I'll try to, let me put it on speaker so you guys can even hear one of them. Like, they all sound good. Well, some of them do, but others just sound a bit, like, hold on, let's listen to this.
From upbringing, we are encouraged to be polite and accept people's proposals. They raise you.
All these people are like from Canada, America, Asia. Like, I've had a few British people, but the majority of these guys aren't even from the UK. So it's actually really, really cool to see and hear all these people like, bro, they like, you are way too nice. So I'm like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying?
You are way too nice.
This is kind of
From upbringing, we are encouraged.
like some of these guys have like ticks next to their name, like, well, they're verified. But yeah, I'm just gonna continue to listen to some of this, and I wanna make the decision because I feel like I'm probably gonna have to pay. We'll see how much. We'll see the rate. All right, we'll see the rate. For the thingy, but yeah, we'll see the rate. 20 days, Kevin Howard. You're my book in 20 days. You're gonna get my book in 20 days, Kevin? Get your ass out. Nothing is forcing you to label things the way others labeled them or the way you have labeled them up till now. Your labels are learned labels and you can unlearn them. Due to the hardcore conditioning and indoctrination we all pass through, it can seem as if certain things have certain inherent non-arbitrary meaning. By teaching you that nothing is fixed except by your judgments and definitions about reality and who you are. Choose an event that happened some time ago. Now get playful and creative and interpret that event from the viewpoint of someone that's in a terrible mood. Next, interpret the event from the viewpoint of someone who's in a neutral mood. Oh shit. Good morning, everyone. You guys can see, brand new day and shit. So, finally outside, yeah? About to go to, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but anyways, we're about to go out. So, like I said, with the friend was gonna do work with, finally found the day that's free. So we're actually gonna go now. I'm actually on my way to go there, so we'll see. Hopefully, I can get there on time. Well, to be fair, I'm actually early, but I'm gonna decide to walk. So, and she's late, which is never happened. I'm usually the one that's late and she's on time / early, but we're gonna see how it goes. And yeah, since waking up, I've seen so many cars. I have never seen a plate like that in my life. What the hell? The plate, brother, the plate, the bottom of it is like drooling, like it's like melted. What the heck? That is so tough. I didn't even know you could do shit like that. Bro, I've been looking at like so many cars and I'm just realizing how big the car collection is. Because what do you mean I wake up in the morning and the next thing I want is a truck? I want a van, sorry, not a truck. Just for no reason. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna be going to train station right now, so we can go there. But before that, I'm gonna go to Morrison's, try to get some snacks real quick. or anything. Of course it's fair. Alright. Bro, I did try to pay on Morrison's. I used the wrong card and that should decline. And the reason why I love that so much is because of character development. Brother, my card literally declined. The only thing I'm grateful for is it didn't shout being like, your card is declined. Now I know what it looks like if your card declined. It literally just says it quietly, which I appreciate, but you know, that was a character development moment. Anyways, I got the snacks. I got like pineapple, croissants, some basic shit. Some shit to keep it energy, bro. I'm sweating, bro. Like I feel like I'm dead ass burning calories. I don't know why. I sweat so much. I'm dead ass burning calories. I'm not a big guy either. I'm a small, lean as fuck. Like, but yeah, I'm burning fucking calories right now. Anyways, we got the train ticket. I'm gonna sit at the train station. Brother, I just got a message that niggas gonna be an extra like 30 minutes late. I'm like, great, bro. This is exactly why I'm late, bro. I'm telling you, this is why I'm late. I'm so fat. Oh my god. Maybe Bruce was right. And like seeing all these offers is really tough. Like these are all offers that people have done, auditions, like I said, and like for example, listen to the first one, Bethany.
Audition script for The Power in Saying No, a journal that shows you how to set.
Like that's what I mean. Like the women that read are very, very good. I just don't know whether this is exactly what I'm looking for. I feel like I want the readers to, I don't know. It's kind of complicated. So yeah, I'm kind of just going through all of these and to see. Let's see.
Hey, you are very nice from upbringing. We are great with.
Not even full English. Let's see this one.
You are way too nice.
This one is not bad, honestly. Come in, buddy. I was wondering what took you so long. Oh, you was taking out your.
It's gonna get hot in here, so I need some air.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
To the camera. I'm vlogging. Yeah, buddy. I'm vlogging. You want to say hi to them?
No. I'll say hi. Hi!
Let's see.
From upbringing, we're encouraged to be polite and accept people.
Like, this guy's not bad at all, actually. He's not bad. It's not bad at all. Bro, sit there, bro.
No, I'm gonna sit here.
Why? You afraid of being on the camera?
No.
You afraid of being on the camera? Like I said, I'm gonna get some food in my system real quick, and then I'm gonna get into work. I'm gonna look through these auditions first, then I'll walk her through what we had planned. This is, so I have both of them here, right? So this is the first editions of the books. And like I said, if you understand like the way I was describing it before, I don't know if you can read it too. These are the first like editions. I also have, this is the one where they're both combined, okay? If you want to give it to someone, and the way it works, for example, it teaches them a lesson, if that makes sense. So far, when it comes to, hold on, let me get my, so yeah, I mean, let me know what you think. What's your perspective on that? What do you think? Influencers, where it's like, oh, I have this influence page, peers, consumers, and customers to the book. It doesn't matter. The first initial stage for me personally, even when doing this, is looking for a business partner, and then I want to be able to create a team, you know what I'm saying, to get people to leverage. But bro, even with all of this, bro, like,
actually, what's your do you have an Instagram? 'Cause that's normally how to keep up.
Absolutely. Hold on, I'll give it to you right now. Okay, just got off the call with person who's potentially was supposed to work with us. Didn't kind of fit the whole thing, so we're gonna be doing a little bit more research here and there. I might just like kind of hold off a little bit on, I think I'm gonna hold off a little bit, looking for that, and just kind of like seeing more people. We're gonna look for people who kind of are specializing in that aspect. I'm talking like marketing, etc. But yeah, it was really, really good. I think it was a good interview, just didn't fit. And like you said, like just with finding people in that whole sector, I think it's very, very important you find out. Like, very, very creative, has good qualities. The only problem is that he just has other things that he would do or prefer to do, and which is fine. And I think that I think it's very, very important to find the people who want to do the exact same thing, and it will take a little bit of searching, but that's why that's the whole point. So building the Discord and find that team. Eventually we're gonna build that more and more and more. And yeah, I mean, I have another meeting with someone else like later on tonight, so I'm gonna talk to them, see how they're like, see if they want to get on board, get them just ready and give them some experience and stuff like that. So yeah, right now just the phase of finding / cultivating a team. And yeah, I think it's gonna take a while, but like with everything, it's always gonna take a while. Okay, so this is what you've been waiting for. Now, let me see. It's on my camera. Okay, so this is what you've been waiting for. How I use the law of attraction to manifest 100,000 subscribers. As you can see, this is a real subscriber plate. You know what I'm saying? It's actually real. And not just that, how I was able to use it to manifest so many things, like, you know, working for myself, online businesses, making money, and just getting myself in situations and scenarios that allowed me to kind of propel myself to success. The first things first, I think I never knew about any of like the law of attraction in the universe. I believe in God, so even the concept of the universe and everything, I never really paid attention to it. It's only until recently I figured out that God is the same God that made these laws, and he wants mankind to use them or abide with them. Now, people use them for advantage, and like with any person, for example, think about phones. All right, the person who created a phone probably didn't intend for people to be making millions and millions of dollars off it. Like, you can make so much money off this small device right here with that Wi-Fi and a charger, that you can make millions, so long as you believe in yourself. And just like it is with physical, it is also with the mental. First things first, I have to say, it's a very, very funny story for me, actually. I actually came across the law of attraction completely random. I was working in retail, and I remember I was working on a late shift. It was like 11 p.m. And usually when you're doing a late shift, the way the shift works is that I start at 12:30 p.m. and I end off at 10:30 p.m. That's a 10-hour shift. I personally hated working long shifts or even working at all, because I hate the concept or the idea of working for someone. My camera's about to run out of storage. Hold on, let me delete some stuff. Okay, I think we got a bit more storage. Hold on, let me straighten this out. But yeah, like I said, completely random. I was working a shift. I started at 12 p.m. So boom. So personally, I hated the idea. I hate the idea of working for someone. And I remember I used to wake up at 5 in the morning, like a bunch of times a week, to go throw out some stock. And I would always be saying to myself, like, yo, this can't be my life. Like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing wrong, or what am I doing right? What am I even doing? Like, why is things not working? And like, how can I even get myself in the position where I want to be in life? I knew I wanted to be successful. I knew I wanted to be rich. I knew those things. I just didn't know what to do. Like, I was working on YouTube and stuff like that. And funny enough, like with YouTube, and I was like grinding, and I was like, yeah, like, but I want to make this work, and it just didn't work out. So one night I was working, and it was a long shift. So it started at 12:30, ended off at 10:30. And this time I was just genuinely so upset. I was just like, yo, bro, this cannot be my life. Like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of BS. I'm tired of working for these people. I'm tired of working for other people. I want to be rich. I want to be successful. I want to really, really do the things I want to do. I want to live the purpose that God wants me to live. And I said to myself that, yo, I hate this shit. And like, God, if this is all I'm ever going to amount to, I'll be honest, God, I don't think I even want to continue living. Like, if this is all I'm going to be, I know it sounds dark to say, but I was like dead ass serious. I was like, if this is all I'm ever going to be in life, if this is all I'm ever going to be, just be throwing out stock in a fucking store at 11 p.m., I'd rather you just take me back and maybe reincarnate me as something better. Maybe in my next life I can be like a lion. At least I can have some sort of purpose. That's what I was thinking. And the lion bit is exaggerated. But anyways, so after I finished that shift, I ended off the shift at 11:30. So I was an 11-hour shift. I was already upset. I was very, very tired. And the day after, I was going to work again, another 10-hour shift. So I was like, bro, fuck this shit. So anyways, I got back home, and then when I go to my table, because I wanted to start editing videos and stuff, I see a book on my table, and I don't really read. I'm not an avid reader, and it's actually funny that reading, like I started reading because it actually has a lot to do with my business. But I came back home, and I saw on my table the last law of attraction book you'll ever need. And I was like, like, I heard about the law of attraction here and there, I was like, what the heck is this even about? And but in that moment when I came home, it genuinely looked like a sign. Like I was like, what is this on my table? Like it was literally right there, like right here, like right here. Just to give reference, it was, this isn't the same table, but it was literally like around right here. So just imagine me coming back from work. I'm hella tired, I'm like upset, and it's right there. So I'm like, like this is interesting. So I planned to edit, but something in me just said, yo, just give this a read. And yeah, I read the first page, and he was talking about like a story about an adventurer, how he was able to manifest everything he wanted, all his desires. And then I read the blurb, I read the foreword, and they were talking about, do you want to attract what you want, to become rich, to become successful? I was like, like what's this all about? So I continued to read it, and then I started to understand like a little bit more about the law of attraction and like the law of the universe. Oh, so the law of attraction is essentially where you can attract your desires to you. Obviously, it's a lot more fundamental than that, but the baseline is you can attract whatever you want to you, whether it's money, whether it's people, whether it's cars, whether it's a situation or finance, a job, a house, whatever. No matter how crazy it is, no matter how unbelievable it seems, like you can manifest winning or attract winning or $1 million or pounds in the lottery. And I was like, what the hell is this? I'm like, bro, I didn't know about this. And compared to everything I've learned about religion, about praying and stuff like that, this was very, very new. So I just began to read it in my private time, just like kind of read it. I wasn't really actively reading at first, but then I started to read it a bit more and more and more. And then I was like, you know what, let me just give this a shot. So I started to use the techniques the book told me about, and then I literally just used them, and I was just like, oh, okay, I'll just go about my day. Until I was posting on this channel where I was kind of making gaming content. So it was a Minecraft channel, I was making gaming content. And then I would see people online, they would be making this content where like, it was like kind of like a horror, it was like a horror mods and shit in Minecraft. So people would be like running around. And I was like, like I said to myself, like, yo, I can do this. Like, this is so easy. Like, people are just running, playing and reacting and just shouting. I was like, I can do this. Like, what the hell? And one of the things I wrote to script law of attraction, I said I want to manifest. I'm so thankful and grateful to have 100,000 subscribers. I originally thought I'd get it through my main channel, because at the time I was doing like I had a main channel and stuff like that, so I was assuming that I would be that way, but I didn't expect getting it this way. So anyways, as you can see, I started to make more content, and a video just blew up. A short, and then my brother was like, oh, YouTube has this new feature where you can link your shorts to your long form videos, and he told me to link the videos. And once I did that, I woke up the next morning and like my video was like on 20,000 views. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, what? Like, this video was blowing up, and I was like, surely he's just gonna chill, like surely we'll just chill here. And I was like, nah. It kept getting more and more views, so then I was just like, okay, you know what, it's working, let me go at it. So I posted even more videos, posting more and more consistently, and we made this video where it got like 14 million views. It went all the way to Twitter pages were posting it, a bunch of content creators reacting to it. It was just literally me and my brother screaming in the content, and like we hit 100,000 subscribers in like a month. Like that, it was so quick. I don't even know, we hit like in a month. Like, what, the first week it was like from 0 to 7,000. The second week it was from 7,000 to like 35,000. The third week from 35,000 to like 78,000. I was like, what the hell? And then the last week, in like a month, I hit like 100k, and I was just like, what the hell? And by that time, when I was making content as well, I was still working a little, and I was very like, I was like trying to balance everything. And because of the content and stuff like that, I was trying to make shit work, trying to make shit shake, and it was kind of me and my brother doing it. So if that was the kind of the downside. It was like, if I didn't really post videos with my brother, or if I didn't post Minecraft specifically, they wouldn't want to watch. And it was kind of like, eventually I began to stray away from it, because it wasn't something I wanted to do for like forever. I didn't want to just be screaming for the top of my lungs. I already had my initial plan, so I was like kind of getting annoyed. I was getting frustrated, like, yo, like I'm really putting some work into this, and this isn't what I want to be for the rest of my life. I just felt like it was, I'm grateful to have the 100k subscribers. I'm grateful for the money I've made from the channel too, but I just felt like I was falling back into the same trap of, I might as well just be working again for someone. And obviously when you're an entertainer, you're of service to people, but being of service is different from being kind of employed and contracted to an employer. Now you can argue with yourself and say, dude, they're the same thing, different principles. Yeah, that you can, but the difference between having a YouTube channel is that I can post anytime I want, and an employer. But the thing is, the feeling around it is just that I still felt that if I didn't do this, nothing else would work, and I just didn't like the idea of being limited. I felt like I could do anything. So me just limiting myself to one thing meant I would doubt myself, and I just want a betrayal against my character. So then after this, I started to I started to stream and do other content, and then eventually I got to a position where I could quit my job. I'm very, very thankful, very, very grateful. And I haven't told like my parents. I was just kind of working on my online business by myself and just really, really finding myself. Then I went into reading more and more books. And here's my main takeaway. And obviously, as you guys can see, this is what I'm working on my business. And as you guys can see, the progress and stuff is getting better. And obviously, of course, I'm using the law of attraction for this too. I'm going to be transparent. I have nothing to hide. I'm not afraid of giving out or being transparent. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you guys, here's what I do every single minute of my life. But I'm not afraid of being transparent and letting people see. Because the law of attraction is in effect 24/7. But here's the main takeaways and things I've learned about it and law of attraction. Number one, whatever you want, whatever you desire, and whatever you crave, okay, the first step to even manifesting it isn't even about wanting it, it's about being it. And it took me a very, very long time to realize this, that I actually have to be the person who has it rather than trying to want it from a person who doesn't have it. And to give a bit of context and to make a bit more sense is, for example, say for example, there's two different people. There's someone who wants a BMW and there's a person who has a BMW, okay? You have a BMW M4 or like any car you want. The person who doesn't have it, they'll say they want it, okay? The person who does have it will say they don't want it because they already have it. Now, while you might look at me being like raising an eyebrow, being like, well, duh, one of them has it physically and one of them doesn't have it physically. I'm not really talking about the physical here. I'm not talking about having the BMW physically or not having it physically. Say, for example, if you knew that your dream car was gonna come, you've already bought it, you already ordered it, and it was on its way. It's not here right now, but it's on its way. It's literally like they're delivering it to you. How would you move? How would you act? How would you feel? How would you carry yourself? And that's the way, and that's really the magic in what the law of attraction is. Like, that's kind of like, there's so many secrets that people will say, but that's the easiest way to break it down. Anything that you want, anything that you desire, anything that you crave, you have to be the person who has it. Now, it may not be here physically, and for your mind, it's literally quite difficult for you to conceive that I want my dream car, but when I look outside it, I don't even have a car, or I don't even have a license. That's what you might say. But you have to put yourself in the position, mentally, emotionally, to receive. So let me break it down even more. For example, sure thing, we can't manifest things physically like this, like the snap of our fingers. But what we can do, that the version of ourselves has the thing that we want, well, what we can do is we can feel and be that person. You can feel the emotion and you can feel the identity. You can be the person who has the car. You can feel confident because you have a car, or not because you have a car, but because you are a person who owns cars, okay? You can feel the emotion of confidence, feel the emotion of peace. For example, if you want a lot of money, if you want to make $100,000 or pounds a month, you don't have to wait until you make that to feel a sense of security, a sense of safety, a sense of self-confidence and self-trust. You can feel that now. You can walk around, even if you have £1 in your bank account, you can walk around and be like, okay, like I'm making money. Like, you don't have to see money in your account. You can be the person who does that, and you can be the person who makes the money. You know what I'm saying? And that's really my main takeaway. I've learned that everything that I want or anything that I desire, I already have. If you desire something, you have it. Wanting is an example, or wanting is a sign that there is a version of you who has it. And when I heard about this concept first, when people used to say, I didn't really understand, but then I read The Parallel Universes of Self. That's a book that talks about law of attraction, but kind of goes into detail about timelines and how the version of you who has everything you want and your version are like on different timelines. And it's so easy for you to just jump and just be that person instead. And I would really, really recommend you to read that. It's a bit more complicated, not complicated, but it's a bit more advanced in regards to law of attraction. So if you're getting into law of attraction, I would recommend definitely starting off with let's say, like, for example, like last law of attraction book you ever need, like I started off with, or you read the Kabbalion. The Kabbalion is one of the, like, I would recommend everyone to read that book if you want to get into law of attraction. It explains all the laws of the universe, including polarity, etc. But that's a different topic. But anyways, with you trying to embody that version of yourself, it's very, very important that you be the person before you see it. You don't have to wait until things happen. You've seen it from my stock, you've seen it from my videos. I've ordered inventory, I've made sales, I've done things beforehand. And I say this as a result of because I'm showing you guys that this is the things I'm doing before I see it working. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things I've done as well for myself that I won't obviously state because everyone's experience is different, and I don't want you to now start to copy my blueprint. Not because I'm afraid of giving it away, but because everyone has their own path, and if you try to copy what I'm doing to the extent I'm doing it, it won't work for you because everyone is different in the degree of the way you see things will not be the way I see things because our experiences in life have been different. You might be raised in the slums or in a rich home, okay? I'm sorry to throw that jab, but I've been raised in I would say like a family who can at least afford the basic things, like a computer and shit like that. It's not like with the richest and it's not like with the poorest. We're just able to just afford things that will allow us to continue to live and even make more money. So I will have a different perspective of someone who's rich. Someone who's rich might look at my video and agree with me, or might disagree. Me like, oh nah, bro, it's just hard work that'll get you rich. But whatever way you want, I think that if you're someone who's looking into law of attraction, you have to be before you become. And what that means is take action now and know everything is gonna work for you. Set your goals, know what you want to, be grateful for them prior to them even happening. And go for it and do it. Like, make that video, write that book, call that client. Like, why are you waiting? You know what I'm saying? Make the money before the money is here. You know what I'm saying? Like, be the person who has money. And obviously you may look at me and be like, yo, okay, I understand I have to be the person who has money and all this stuff, but like there's so many things like scenarios. What if I want to go to the store, I want to buy stuff, and my friends ask me that, yo bro, can you pay for this? I'll have to turn around and disagree and be like, oh, I don't have. There's so many ways you can say no, and that's exactly why I wrote Power to Say No, one of my books. There's so many ways you can turn down people without having to betray your character and identity. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, one example I use, if people say to me, oh, can you can I have a certain amount of money, and if physically I don't have it, I'll be like, not in this moment, but when I do, I got you. You know what I'm saying? But because that's different. That's rather different from saying that, oh, no, don't have it. Like, no, it's about that confidence. You know what's going to happen. You know what's going to work for you. So it's like, yo, in this moment, not right now, but soon I got you. Like that. Those are things you can implement. Those are things you can do. So this is kind of the story of how I use the law of attraction, and anyone can use it. And I'm telling you right now, like, my videos frequency is going to decrease less and less because I'm going to make more powerful, impactful videos. Like I said, this is the start, and my intention was to show everyone the journey and to see the beginning stages. But I think it's about time that people are going to start to see the curve up, because the truth of the matter is, with the law of attraction, things happen when you say they happen and when you move like they happen, not when it's on time. I know people state all the time, it's on its way, it's coming, but don't mistake that for, oh, it's gonna take 10 years, or no. Whenever you say it is done, it is done. You just have to live. That's it. You have to live it. If you say I want a car, well, start getting, like, don't start getting ready. Just know it's here. Get your car keys. Like, buy car keys. You can buy fake car keys and walk around and be like, yo, I have a car, I have a car. Say it to yourself, I have a car, 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 I have a car. Of course the car won't be there physically, but how would you feel if the car was there? What would you do? How would you talk? How would you react? How would you respond? What would you do? What would you say? What wouldn't you say? You understand? So yeah, anyways, that's how I use the law of attraction. And I know this whole vlog has been everything about me packing orders and stuff, but I kind of want to just end it off with just this section, and so you guys can see. And yeah, I think that if you guys are interested in learning more about the law of attraction, let me know in the comments what books you would like to what am I trying to say? The books that I read that allow me to understand more, I'll be more than happy to give recommendations. And yeah, man, I'll be more than happy. So I think that with this, you should definitely look into the law of attraction. If this is your first time hearing about it, look into it or don't. You're using it whether you know or not. That's the thing. So if you're using it 24/7, why not? And if you don't think you're using it, I'll give an example that everyone knows. Why is it when you mention a car to a friend, you walk outside and you see it, and you're going to say it's coincidence, but it always happens? You can test it yourself. Think about any car you want right now, or think about the most basic car, okay? Think about any car or anything or any color. you'll start to see it more and more and more. That's how the law of attraction is. Whatever you focus on expands, and you will attract more of what you want on what you are. And if you don't believe me, think about every time, oh, you're talking about a certain person, you're talking about your friend, and then your friend calls you at that same time or a second later, and you're like, oh, I was just talking about you. Coincidence? I think not, because it happens so many times. It happens 24/7. You're using it 24/7. The life you're living right now, you might not be living the life you want as a result of what you are giving to the universe, what you are telling God, that yo, God wants everyone to be rich and wealthy. I need you to understand that. But people often decline, which is kind of crazy. People often choose the suffering route. But anyways, I'm not gonna dive too deep into that. Like I said, if you want to get some recommendations of the book I was talking about, I'm more than happy to give it, and I will reply to all the comments and stuff like that. But yeah, that's how I use the law of attraction to manifest 100,000 subscribers, and you will see me with a video dropping with the cars I was talking about and everything. Not out of coincidence, but because it was always gonna happen. It has always happened, and I'm living it. I'm breathing it. I'm moving it, and yeah, man. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Take care of yourself, and goodbye.